My daughter said dinner was canceled, but when I arrived at the restaurant, I saw her and my son-in-law eating there, on my credit card. And the worst part? I had just lent them $20,000 to pay off their apartment debt. I worked 3 extra years after retirement to save that money. 3 years waking up at 5 in the morning, taking 2 buses to get to work. And there they were, ordering lobster and imported wine like money grew on trees. But wait, the story gets so much better. Because before the check arrived, I did something that sent them into a full panic. And what happened after? Well, my daughter was never the same person with me again. It all started on a Thursday. I had scheduled a special dinner with my daughter Julia 2 weeks in advance. It was our monthly ritual ever since my husband passed away 5 years ago. Always the same Italian restaurant downtown. Always the same table by the window. I spent the whole afternoon getting ready. I put on that blue dress she always said made me look elegant. I did my nails, fixed my hair. At 63 years old, I still like to feel beautiful when I go out with my only daughter. At 5:30 in the evening, just as I was grabbing my purse to leave, my phone buzzed. It was a message from her on WhatsApp. "Mom, I'm so sorry, but we're going to have to cancel dinner. Pedro is feeling sick. I think it's a stomach bug. Can we reschedule?" I was disappointed, of course, but I understood. After all, if my son-in-law was sick, it made sense. I replied with heart emojis and told him to feel better soon. I put the blue dress back in the closet and changed into my pajamas. It was going to be another night of TV and popcorn, but something wouldn't let me rest. Maybe it was a mother's intuition, maybe just stubbornness. I remembered I had forgotten to pick up my blood pressure medication, and the pharmacy downtown was close to the restaurant. I decided to go out anyway. I caught the 7:15 bus, the usual route, 40 minutes bouncing on those hard seats. When I got off at the town square, the Italian restaurant glowed with its warm yellow lights across the street. My heart sank a little. That's when I saw it through the window. At our usual table sat Julia and Pedro. Not just them, his sister, his brother-in-law, and another couple I didn't recognize. 6 people laughing, toasting, celebrating something. My first instinct was to walk in and confront them, but something held me back. Maybe shame, maybe a morbid need to understand what was really going on. I stood there on the sidewalk, watching my daughter lie to me through that window. Pedro definitely did not look sick. He was in a suit, gesturing, telling some story that had everyone in stitches. Julia was wearing a red dress I had never seen before. Expensive fabric, far more expensive than anything she claimed she could afford. Follow and comment for part 2. Follow and comment part 2.